What does this? He thinks we're crazy. He thinks we're crazy. What a nice hostess. She made us some food. How nice is that? Working together for the greater good of their sim kind as they work together to make food, put food on the table. Hello, all you fabulous and wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new challenge for The Sims 4. Some time ago, I did put up a poll in the community tab. I made a whole video about asking you guys what challenge we should do. I gave you guys a variety of challenges and you all were very interested in the history challenge and the Greek gods challenge. Those were the two that got the most votes. So those are the two that we are going to be doing. So today we are here with the history challenge. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna pop into Cass. I'm gonna introduce you guys to our Sims. I wanna show you what they're all about and everything. And then we'll go over some of the rules. There is a lot of rules. So let's jump into Cass here really quick. Okay, so first up here we have Zan. Before I get started, actually, I wanted to point out a thing about their names. So we don't really know for certain if prehistoric people had names. We think they did. I mean, they had some kind of a language system. There is proof of that. So if they had some sort of a language system, they probably had names. They probably called each other something. Now, I don't know that they'd have a last name. Maybe they did. Maybe they used like a clan name. I don't know, but I had a hard time coming up with names. So I actually ended up using a fantasy generator name for cavemen specifically. And I just kept generating names till I found some that I liked. But I did not give them a last name. I won't give them a last name until maybe early civilizations, which is the second generation. So for now, we don't have one. That could change in time. But in case you're wondering, how do you get out of Cass without having a last name put in there? So I will show you guys. So usually you have to have something here, but you can put in a cheat. If you hold down the Alt key, and then on your numeric pad, make sure the num lock is on, and you type in 255 while holding down that Alt key, and then hit enter, it puts in blank spaces, so you don't have a name. So there is that. So this is Zan, and this is his everyday outfit. You see here, I do have a lot of body hair on him. I feel like maybe they would. I tried to get them looking as close as I could to what we think would be prehistoric men and women. It is left up into your imagination, I feel like. So here's his everyday. I did find a few pieces of CC, but here is his formal, the same thing. Here's his athletic, just a loincloth. This is probably what they would be wearing a lot, maybe. I don't know. But here's his sleepwear. Here is his party. Here is his swimwear. Here is his hot weather. Here is his cold weather. So, and I did give him some like tribal like tattoos and stuff. I thought I had a necklace on him, but I guess he does not. I don't know why. I thought I had put on a necklace. This one, I could have swore I had that on him. There, so I just went through and added, I wanted him to have this necklace on as like kind of stonework or something, but it adds a little something. Anyways, there it is. That is Zan. So he is our male. You had to create a male and female founder. You also have to set them to just household members. There's no marriage system. So he is our male, and you had to pick. They give you a few aspirations that you can choose from, and one of them is the angling ace. So that is what he is going to be. He's going to be like our fisherman. He loves the outdoors. You can pick any traits that you wanted. There was no restrictions there. So he loves the outdoors. He's self-assured, and he is active. And then here is Tala. She's going to be like our gardener and obviously baby mama, right? She's going to be having all the babies. We're going to be needing a lot of babies, yo. But this is her every day. I also give her a little bit of tribal kind of paint there. Notice this a little bit different from Zan's. His is more like this, and hers is like this. I gave all of the females this, and the guys all got like Zan's got. Yes, I did make other family Sims, so I'll show you that in a little bit. But here is her everyday. Here is her formal. Here is her sport. Here is her sleep, her party, her swimwear, her hot weather, and her cold weather. So I think she's really cute. She is a freelance botanist. She loves the outdoors. She's a little paranoid, and she is family oriented. I like to try and give them 2 goods and 1 negative. So that's what I've done with her. Not always, I don't always do this, but I did with her. And then you can create a dog to go with you. So I've been watching a lot of documentaries, and in that they do believe that the first humans did have a dog or have dogs in their clans, their tribes. So I created this little guy. Now, I actually Googled what the oldest known breed of dog was, and Google told me that it is the Saluki. I think how you say it. The Saluki is 5,000 years old. But the next oldest dog was the Alaskan Malamute, which I think is adorable. They are actually 3,000 years old, apparently, according to Google. So I thought this dog would be cute. When you age them up into an adult, this is what they look like. And yeah, it looks more of like a wild dog to me. So 3,000 years ago would be a long time ago, so we're gonna go with this guy. So that is Bo. I'm gonna put him back down to a puppy. He is gonna be a hunter, he's adventurous, and he is loyal. So I thought it would make things interesting to have a dog. I did make a boy because I don't want puppies. I don't want puppies to take up our family spaces. We need to have a lot of children, so I don't want that. But I do want each generation to kind of have a dog to go with them. I think that, and maybe later down the road, maybe a cat. So I do like that idea. But that is our family basically in a nutshell. Okay, so really quick, we're going to go over the challenge rules, and then I will show you guys the world that we're in, and then we need to build them some sort of a shelter. So very quickly, I'm going to go over some of the rules. I just want to give you guys kind of a brief idea what we're working with here. So this is a legacy style challenge. It does take your Sims on a journey through history. You start in the Stone Age and you go all the way to modern day. Each era is designed to be unique and provide a different experience from the era before it, while still maintaining historic accuracy. You'll be restricted on what objects, careers, and aspirations you can have, but you will unlock more options as you play. While these restrictions will force you to adhere to the struggles of that era, there are also unique goals that will encourage you to experience life in that time period. So this challenge was originally created by Cloudseeker and was inspired through the History Legacy Challenge for The Sims 3. This challenge now is being taken over by somebody else who is maintaining this. But basically there are 8 different eras in this challenge, and each pertaining to a different period in time. There are rules and goals that span the entire challenge, as well as each era on its own. There are set smaller restrictions and goals. So basically you have these right here are the challenge wide goals. So these are the things that we need to complete by the end of the challenge. We need to have these done. So you can either do casual or you can do historian. Obviously, the historian is a lot harder. So with casual, you have to get to level 10 in 20 different skills versus level 10 in 30 different skills. I'm going to try, I'm obviously going to at least do the casual, but I'm also gonna try for the historian. The harder, the better, right? I mean, it does get really hard. Like, in your 10 generations, you have to earn 300 simoleons or 500,000. I mean, that might not sound like a lot for some of you guys, but for me, that's difficult. But one cool thing that I definitely want to do is you are allowed to temporarily move in an outside sim for the sole purpose of painting / capturing the family photo. You must pay a commission of 1,000 simoleons per sim in the photo, but this commission is halved if you befriend the sims first. So I definitely like this. So I want to try and get our portrait painted for at least each era. And you're also allowed to place graves / urns on either your challenge lot or dedicated graveyard community lot. I think for at first starting out, I will definitely be placing our graves with us on our home lot, but then as time progresses and we get to more modern times, I'll definitely be making a graveyard, and then it shows you how to get started and everything, which I've already shown you guys. I am going to be starting out with just the 5,000 instead of the 8,000. You can do either. I just want to make it rough for myself. I like the struggle. So here we are in generation 1, the Stone Age. So it says the Stone Age is the earliest known stage of sim history. In a harsh and unforgiving environment, sims often had to keep moving in order to survive. As time passed and sims found more and more hospitable lands, they began to settle in a fertile, easily defensible area. Living in prehistory meant working to survive, and that included everything from finding your own dinner to dedicating your life to any compatible mate you could find. After all, during those times, sims were simply doing what they could to keep the sim race alive. Prehistoric sims didn't have time for romance or love as we know it today. Here are the starting restrictions for build and buy. You basically can have all of these things. Your baby bassinet nets. It does say you can have easels and lumps of clay, pools, trash, woodworking tables, planter pots. So you can have bathtubs. There's no showers. I do have showers, like they're showering in a waterfall. So I feel like that's okay. But you can have like diving platforms, beach towels. So you can have quite a few things. Soccer balls, wash basins, yoga mats. Bushes in this case refer to a special bush that sims can use as toilets. If you don't have a pack that adds the bushes, you may use a regular toilet instead. So there that is. And then here are the things as far as aspirations. These are the ones that you're allowed. You cannot have any careers or take jobs in this period, but you can sell your collectibles, paintings, and woodworks. But you may not open a personal store. Collectibles in this case, they're referring to all in-game collections, as well as anything else that can be found through fishing, gardening, and digging. So upgrade parts and capsules all can be counted and sold. So you can't get married, but you can have multiple mates. In fact, that's one of the things down here for this era. We have to have one sim have kids with 3 different sims, at least. If you're doing the historian, it's 5 different sims. Have a kid with 5 different sims. So that's going to be fun and interesting. I don't think I've ever done such a thing, but we will be doing that. So those are basically the rules. And then they give you some suggestions to make it more realistic, like living a nomad lifestyle, which, I'm all going to be doing this and I'm going to be showing you here just in a little bit. But basically, those are the rules for the Stone Age. All right. Now that we got the rules somewhat done and out of the way, we are going, let me show you first of all, we are here in Windenburg. So let's go to the map here and I will show you guys. We are on the biggest lot here in Windenburg. I did create 2 other families. So we have 2 sims, a male and female young adult here, and 2 males and female. One male is an adult. He is kind of like the chief leader of the tribe or whatever. And then we have our young adult female and male. So I'm really hoping to get them to have babies. I'm not going to be playing them. It does say I am playing them right now. I'm not, because I'm really going to pop in and just have them have babies and stuff. I do have a mod in that allows me to take special lots like the ancient ruins, and this was the bluff. It lets me turn them into whatever I want. Now I left the ancient ruins just because I feel like it's pretty fitting maybe to this time. So we're not even gonna be traveling over to any of here. As you know, you have to bulldoze all of the lots. I've actually gone and bulldozed all of the world, all of the worlds. There's nothing in any of my worlds. They're all empty because I have plans down the road to fill a lot of them. So I have turned this, which was the bluffs, into the watering hole, I'm calling it. But this is basically where they're gonna come to gather with each other, all of their friends, everybody in the tribe. They're gonna take their showers here. They maybe once or twice or something a week will have like a time where they get together and spend time together and, you know, maybe trade what they found as far as food and stuff, we'll say. So that's what I have plans for that. Later down the road, I think it's early civilizations, you're allowed to build a library. So we'll be building that somewhere in here. So each era you will build, you get to unlock different things like a store, a cafe, all that stuff. So it's not just going to be about building houses and stuff, but we're also going to be building community places and stuff over time. So that's basically where we're at here. Okay, so I did choose to start with only 5,000 simoleons, and I feel like with all of the trees and stuff we're gonna be having, it's probably gonna take a lot of this money, but this is really a large area. So what I want to do with this, so I found these like big rocks here, a custom content here. These are like cliff walls that they come in this size, which is pretty big, but you can also make them a bit bigger, which I'm going to make them really big. I think I might actually divide this land to make it a little bit smaller. And then as we progress through time, we'll get rid of it and expand. We'll expand as we need to. Now we are in this generation for quite a while, so it will maybe be by the number of children. As our family grows, we will expand outward, you know what I mean? So let me go ahead and set this up really quick, and then I will show you guys what I've got. Okay, you guys, so this is what we've got. I did divide this land since it was so large. I literally just divided it with these walls. So these were not too pricey. They were about 120 simoleons each. These trees, I wanted to use more of the trees, but the trees were over 100 simoleons, and actually the ones that I wanted to use were like 300 and some, but we obviously can't use that. We are down to 236 simoleons, y'all, after building this. I kind of tried to use like dirt and different colors of grass to kind of make it look like it's kind of hilly. It is actually flat. I think it did pretty good, but we're obviously going to be filling this in as we get more money and stuff. So yeah, but I got their garden here. We've got some things that they need to plant. This is all custom content, like food, because this is like grains. So you've got wheat, you've got rice. They definitely would have that, like ancient grains and stuff. Maybe they wouldn't have some of this stuff like thyme, but I think they would. I don't know. So I just went ahead and planted it. We need some because I do have custom foods. So they can make these that I feel like rice. Some of the stuff they would have had maybe back then. I don't know, you guys. It's hard to tell what they would have had way back then. So we're kind of just making this up, right? But I did put like their dining table. I made like an outside dining room. Kind of, it's just a dining table. I put their easel over here. Let me take this down so you can see it. I got an easel. It's Prehistoric Times, so they can draw on that. And then I've got their woodworking table here, a little bit of decorations. This is actually a dog bowl. So it puts a slab of meat on there for the dog. It's kind of more like Prehistoric Times. And then in here is like a trash can. So they can use that to throw things away. I've got a couple different trash cans that are like plants, but you put your trash in it. Oh, I forgot a toilet. So I do have a couple of plants that are toilets, but they look like plants. So this one does not work, unfortunately, but we do have this one. I wanted to to put somewheres. Let's put this over here and they can use that as their toilet. But this is just their little place. I have a bathtub. We're allowed to use them. I got this more for the dog, okay? And any babies that we're going to have. And just like some skins. I did give it like a dirt floor look to it, and then the dog bed. And then this is our kitchen. So we have a sink, we have a refrigerator and a counter. Now this is like a flour mill. It comes with, it's Iceman's custom food thing. It's part of that. So they can actually harvest the wheat they get and grind it into a flour. So I know this doesn't obviously look prehistoric. It's what we got, but it's the idea of taking the wheat and grinding it. Now back then they would have used like a mortar and pestle, and they would grind the flour by hand, but this is what we got. It's The Sims 4. Let's just remember, we're limited, okay? It's the idea of it. But I thought that would be cool that they could actually make their own flour and sugar and salt and pepper and stuff. So we have that. And then this is our place to cook on. There's no lights. We can't even have a flame yet, a fire. So there's none of that. I was gonna use teepees, but I know that it's gonna rain. They're gonna get uncomfortable. So I just went ahead and built them. It's like a teepee, okay? It's like a teepee with an awning. It's probably a little bit more fancier than they should have, but you know what? It is what it is. Bear with me. We're playing The Sims 4. You can only get so realistic in this game, all right? But basically, that is their home. They do have to travel off lot to take a shower. I like that idea. I feel like they would kind of set up home close to watering sources, so they're not that far from it actually. So, and then they can also come down here and they can fish, and there's a lot of stuff around here they can gather up. So what I'm going to do is, I think we want to go and meet our neighbors. It is already noon. I'm going to try and not use this clock so much, because obviously they wouldn't have a clock back then. They would go by where the sun is at in the sky. So it is probably high noon about now. But their relationship, I want them to start having babies pretty quickly. So their relationship is basically non-existent. So I'm just going to spend a little time having them get to know each other. Maybe they just found this land together and whoops, I'm on the wrong sim already. Oh, I do have a mod. We're gonna disable the phone. Now we know that I used this during the decades challenge. It doesn't work 100%, but it does help a little bit. They still pull out their phones. They still play on it. You can expect it. I will try and catch it as much as I can, but you know, it is what it is. But I want to have them just spend a little bit of time getting to know each other. And you know, I feel like, you know, they maybe found each other. They were traveling so very far and they stumbled across this land and they're like, yeah, let's make this our home. Maybe these two Sims met each other while they were kind of traveling and everything, and felt a certain kinship together. So, and then they just decided, hey, let's just stick together and get the human race started. I'm sure that's what they were thinking. Let's get the human race started. Probably not. And then I want to take them over and meet each of the other Sims. These are our first Sims right here. Getting ready, getting to know each other and setting up their home. She's already gonna want to go plant that stuff, but I'm gonna wait because I know it's gonna take them a while. I really want them to meet their neighbors as soon as possible, but we're gonna get our romance up just a little bit more and then we'll go travel. Oh, and already here's one of our neighbors right here. Oh, she just disappeared. She just came and went at the same time. Okay. So you guys, I was finishing up. I was working on Zan and Tala's, romance, which I did get it up a bit. My OBS crashed as I was doing that, and I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it until we left to come here, which we came to visit our neighbors. So that all got lost because I didn't realize my OBS had crashed. Usually OBS will make a noise at me, and it didn't. So I got their romance up a bit, and then we came to visit. I wanted to come and introduce ourselves to these new Sims. So we are going to do that. We're going to do just that. She can give a funny introduction. I'm also going to disable his phone. And they've got a little dog as well. They've got Bobo, and this little dog is a German Shepherd, I think. What does this? He thinks we're crazy. He thinks we're crazy. Let's introduce ourselves to. We're going to disable her phone. We're going to give her a funny introduction, and then he can introduce himself as well. And here they are. They're just all introducing ourselves. So this guy, she thinks we're funny. So this is Tara, and this is Torque. And so these two actually could pass for brothers almost. They look a lot alike. I didn't do that on purpose, really. I didn't. So I did try to make them a variety of different colors because, like I said, because we're gonna basically have to populate this Earth, or the Sim world. So I've got them in different colored skin tones. They've got different colored eyes. They're not all brown. I just didn't want everybody to have the same coloring. I didn't want all brown hair. I didn't want all red hair, whatever. So I do have a lady who has blonde, and as we have children, I may change some hair coloring. I just want to have a variety, so I don't want them all the same skin color. So we've got different tones here. Some have blue eyes, some have brown, some have green eyes. So I think that it would, mostly just because I don't want them to be all the same. So apparently he doesn't like us. I don't know what they're all talking about, but he just busting out into some sit-ups. We also have this guy over here, Turk. So we're gonna have him call him over here. Hey, you over here. We're new. We just stumbled upon your clan and we're just like to join and become part of your clan here. So let's introduce ourselves to him. Give him a friendly, there we go, friendly introduction. And then we'll give him, we are just going to get to know them a bit better, just for a little bit here. So we have this first impressions. First impressions are strong. Nothing to do about it. This sim just isn't inspiring any kinship in Zan. So one of these is not, Zan does not really care for. I definitely think, what is this? I definitely think you would have that amongst the people. Not everybody is gonna get along, I feel like. So I think we're gonna go and travel. We have met these ones. We've got more to meet yet. We're just gonna come over here. We're just making our rounds. You know what? We're gonna bring everybody that we can here with us. Why not? So this is Krog. He is like the chief of this village. He's like the chief. He isn't an adult. So he's a little bit older, and these two are young adults. We have Bara here, and then the other guy that lives with them is right here, which is Turk. I want to make sure that they're on here. So we've got, she still has not introduced herself to him. We have met everybody. I believe we have met everybody now. We have Krog, Bara, and Turk who live together. And then Tara and Torque live together. I know, you guys, I'm going to be getting their names all mixed up. Don't you worry. So don't worry about learning everybody's names. We'll learn them in time, but it's going to be a bit confusing. It's already getting to be evening, so I think we're going to wrap it up here. I just wanted to get them on our radar. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about stuff, but I really want to get going because we got a lot of planting to do. And I see this whole phone thing is gonna be difficult to do. I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna be difficult to do. And I think she is cooking some kind of bananas there, I believe. And they're talking about their food and stuff. She is hungry. Oh, I think you done burned those bananas. Oh, actually, they look pretty good. Hey, can we have some of that food? Are we allowed to have some of that food? What a nice hostess. She made us some food. How nice is that? Sure, we'll grab some of that. We'll grab some of that. Oh, she can't get to it, apparently. Tala would love to have some, but she can't get to it. Yeah, she can't get to it. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and travel. We're gonna go ahead and leave them. Okay, apparently it's cold over here. So I do have a mod installed called the Timeless mod. It gets rid of all of like the modern lampposts and cars and things, so you won't see that. It doesn't get rid of everything completely. And because this is the Bluffs, we do still have like a DJ booth and a bar. So there's nothing I can do about that, but that's what we got. So this is like, this will eventually have fish in it. Right now they have to discover fish and then we have to stock it. So they can't quite fish here just yet, but this is like our waterfalls. So they can come over here and take a shower and stuff. Their hygiene is fine, so they don't need to do that, but that's what that is all about. So they'll take their shower here. This is not a shower. They can just view it. They can play in it. We've got like a little bonfire over here. We got a place to cook. It's just a community lot. We've got a wooha bush. And this is like a stones. It's for like tribal dancing. So they can do like, we can say this is where they're eventually, maybe they'll like do like a worship thing here. I'm going to try and get them to come together as a group. So like whenever we travel to come here, take a shower, and I have the option to bring others with me, we'll probably bring them. I think they would kind of stick together as a clan, even though we're not playing the other two families. I'm seeing us as all as a clan. We'd have groups of them that would stick together and do things together. So I really want us to just like become really close and have our children be close and raised up. It's getting dark. I'm gonna go ahead and have them head home. So she's really hungry. I'm gonna have her go. Oh, she's already gonna cook some rice. Yo, she's already gonna cook some rice, and we'll get that. She's acquired the cooking skill. She's just making her rice. It's gotten a little chilly as the evening has come on, and here's this little doggy, and there she has made her rice. Lovely rice. And Zan is already gonna go plant. He's like, okay, you eat. I ate over there at our friend's place. I'm gonna come and plant. He's already gardening for us. Well, you planted one. Well, don't stop there. Don't stop there. Keep going, my friend. You got a lot to plant here. You got a lot to plant. And we'll have her put this away. So as far as this door, this is as best as I could do. I don't think I explained this. I tried to get the best door I could possibly find. And this came with island living. So this is what we went with. Would they have a door like this? Of course not. But this is like, you're gonna hear me say this is a Sims 4 because you can only do so much. You can only take it so far, guys. So this is what it looks like. This giant piece of meat is for that puppy over there. She can come behind and water these while he's planting. She can water them. Oh, look at this. Yes, I thought I set her likes and dislikes. I guess I didn't, but she happens to like gardening, which is very good because you're going to be doing a lot of it since you have the freelance botanists here working together for the greater good of their sim kind as they work together to make food, put food on the table, providing food for their clan. Their tribe is what they're doing. Okay, it is getting really dark out. I'm gonna have them stop because I think they would. I think they'd basically do what they could from sun up to sundown. I'm gonna send them off to bed. I'm gonna have them try for a baby, okay? I have transformed the woohoo, the try for the baby. All woohoo is try for baby. So just woohooing, they can get pregnant. So we're gonna have them every night before they go to bed. They're gonna woohoo until she's pregnant. And we're just gonna keep doing that. We need to have so many babies. So that's what we are going to be doing. We'll spend a little time before we go to sleep. We wanna make him, he is part of the family, is part of our family. And now you can go to sleep. It is the crack of dawn and Zan is up. He's hungry. He's gonna go get himself some food. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to buy him a toy. So I forgot about that. I was gonna get him a toy, totally forgot all about it. We'll just get this ball right here and let him play with that. Zan, since you are up here, you can go ahead and plant. And she is going to wake up as well, and she is going to come and help him. She's gonna water these and weed all of this. No, we cannot ask Zan to be your boyfriend. Sorry. And you also are not going to buy a hot tub. But you can level up your gardening skill. You're not gonna buy a pool, even though pools are allowed. They are allowed. I'm gonna wait on that. Oh, try from a baby, yes. And they meet in the middle. You're watering his feet. That poor guy, he got water all over his feet. And this dog goes everywhere they go. That's so cute. So I don't see any signs of her being pregnant. No, we do not have earbuds. Yo, we do not have earbuds. I'm gonna sell these, but I'm not gonna keep the money. I just don't want them in our inventory. We wouldn't have them. I will cheat it down. So we have 128 simoleons. I will cheat this down. I'm not gonna keep that money, but I'm not gonna keep those earbuds either. So there we do. We'll have him finish up all the gardening. No, you're not going to buy an exercise bike and you're not going to get a pool. I'm going to have him come down here and go fishing. He's going to get started on that fishing business. So at least we've got our garden here started. While he is hunting for fish, she is going to be gathering things. She's just going and harvesting everything she can. She's searching, gathering. She's reached level 2 of her gardening already. Yeah, winter is going to be real interesting because we can't have fire except for our campfire. We can't have like something to keep us warm. We're gonna have some issues. I really hope that none of them freeze to death. So far we've got a treasure map to sell. I'm gonna keep some of these like snapdragons just to put in the ground at our place. And we can definitely sell these. We'll sell this. That's 100 simoleons there. We'll sell some of these strawberries, but I also want to keep some as well. So there is that. We've sold some. Oh, we got another treasure map to sell. So far we've got 348 simoleons. She's still digging up stuff though. And she just got 2 more upgrade parts. This island has a lot of stuff to dig up. Look, there's more mushrooms over here. Okay, you guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. He caught a fish worth 50 simoleons. The next episode, hopefully we will get pregnant. We'll have to see. But yes, we have got this challenge started. I am super excited for it, and I can't wait to get to know our Sims more, get to know our neighbors more, and have lots of babies together, right? So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, it would be amazing if you did. And also don't forget to click the little bell to get notified whenever I have a video go up. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.